not too much we can do about that.
Yeah, yes, Karen, I'll bring them when the school is closed because they are still going for school. So I think on the 26th, the school are closed for short break, 10 days. So, yeah, Mike, I'm not staying at Dixie. I'm staying at Utah. It's closer than Dixie. And it's a small village, but it's bigger than Dixie.
Yeah, that might be kind of a good wee bitch show, is to do one called Wee Wild Dancing, and trying to get everybody to dance. We'll try and work on that, and like I say, we might also try to do that for like a fireside chat at one point, so maybe get some of the dancers from the lodge out here and kind of interact with them a little bit. So we might try to do that live, or we might just do wee bits. So we'll let you know. I'll kind of email Graham about that today, because I have to send him out another email. So I'll ask him about that. We'll see. I'm sure he'll be happy for that. I don't know about some of the other staff members. We might be a little shy at first about it, but I'm sure we'll end up doing it. Thanks about the seat squeaks. Some of the people kind of love it, because yeah, that's one of the things about live is you guys are basically seeing how everything is. So yeah, you see the roughness of the roads, like us kind of trying to fiddle with the exposure and the lightness and darkness and the focus, and it's just all what's happening is what you guys are seeing. It's all part of the kind of the game drive experience, because that happens with other game drives. My first time in Kenya was just basically doing a game drive, and it was kind of hard to spot some of the animals, as well as trying to get your cameras focused and everything. And you know, typically by the time you had your camera ready or focused, the animal was kind of gone. So you guys are seeing that that is really kind of a challenge, but a fun challenge to work with nature and try and capture it on film. So it's been really interesting. And once again, I'll point out that with our video cameras, we actually can get you guys closer to the animals. That you guys are actually seeing them a little bit closer than even some of us are seeing. Like some of the birds, we just kind of see them as like almost like a little silhouette. But with our camera that we have with the expanded zoom, you guys are coming quite close and can see the different colorations as well as their eyes. So that's why we do like to try and get some of the close-up shots, because we know you love them and we kind of love them too, because we can actually see the animals a little bit better.
It's quiet now at Garibo Towers. Nothing happening so far.
Yeah. So once again, I think all the animals kind of know when we're doing WeChat and just kind of disappear. And I think the Texan and I were just kind of joking about this morning, because it was kind of a little quiet game drive, not too much out there. So we just said they're all on weekend. They're all on their weekend, just relaxing, sleeping in, and kind of moving off.
Friends and everything.
Yeah, just going to say hello to friends and gonna figure out who wants to be on camera for later on today. Who wants to pop out. So we'll see what happens this evening.
Yeah, but I think we'll come down to drink because it's hot today.
Yeah, they'll probably come down to drink. So probably later on you'll see that, because actually this morning was a little bit funny, because it was right after Texan had mentioned that all the animals were gone. Peter Brott came online, who was running the FCC this morning, and said, "Oh, we found the animals for you. They're all at the watering hole drinking." So, so there's been some interesting coincidences here. Like the other day, I think we were just talking about buffalo, and some of the buffalo came to the watering hole. So it's been some interesting things. So sometimes we wonder if the animals don't have a microphone on us some of the times, and they're just listening to us and having some fun. So.
But there was an interesting thing this morning because I was late today. I didn't see even a short drive. first time.
No. Yeah,
Not today.
Not today. I guess we'll promise you that at some point we'll be dancing. Just don't know when. Just got asked. Did Peter Brott go on leave today? No, not quite yet. He's actually going to be, I think, starting his leave late tonight or early tomorrow. So.
Late tonight. Oh, my favorite animal is leopard, rhino, and giraffe. You know, always showing the nice shot for giraffe and everything. But the imported favorite animal is buffalo. Sorry, I mean to say it's rhino and leopard and giraffe. Thank you.
I'm just gonna ask, what are the other cams beside me? Some of the things around. We got a mixer just right next to us, and we just have kind of like a little bit like a surveillance type of camera, which is what we're using right now. And then in the back corner, you can kind of just make out the yellow case. One of our yellow cases of our cameras. We have Sony V1, Sony PD150 are the primary ones that we used, and then with me coming here recently, I have a Panasonic AG DVC-30, which is just a small little camera, but it does some pretty nice stuff with infrared and kind of night vision, which I'm trying to work on a little bit, getting the program up and running. Right now, it'll probably just be short little clip shows of various things seen at night around our camp, to where I do have some of Jeanette that hangs around our camp on occasion. So that's kind of the equipments that we use.
Another one to know the most dangerous animal of all in Sipo.
Yes, definitely one of the most dangerous animals is the hippo, because they can be pretty territorial when you get into their areas, and I think they are some of the leading causes of death. Like one of the animals that cause most, because they have such huge jaws, and like if you do kind of encroach in some of the territories, if you're in some of the water with them, if they don't like you, they'll pretty much let you know, and kind of there's no real kind of like mock attacks with them. It's almost always like a full-fledged attack, and they just have such large teeth and all that, so pretty much any injury will be serious with a hippo attack, to where Graham has a story about that, which he mentioned actually when Emily and himself were here for the first wee walk after the little elephant mock charge. He was telling a little bit about that story, to where we might get him to tell it again next time he comes out. But yeah, hippos are definitely a dangerous animal, but they are kind of beautiful to watch and kind of observe from a safe distance.
It's the most dangerous animal in Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a good point. A mosquito is also kind of another kind of dangerous animal in Africa, because of the malaria and other diseases that it can carry. So yeah, that's another kind of interesting, dangerous animal. But I actually do kind of find the mosquitoes actually a little bit interesting if you kind of look at them closely, which of course not a lot of people do. Usually it's okay if they land on you and slap it away.
And also buffalo are too dangerous, especially if it's in the strong.
Yep, sometimes it's the small things that really do matter and that you do kind of notice a lot, but just tend not to kind of speak out. Like, yeah, like the flies can be pretty bad out here, or they're pretty kind of good this morning. Yeah, everybody kind of comments on the mosquitoes, and no one seems to really like the ticks too much, but. Yeah, West Nile is another kind of big disease that's carried by mosquitoes in North America. Where I went to school in Colorado, we had some areas of